Good evening or good morning, traders, depending on which part of the hemisphere you're residing. It's Joseph here from Eightcap. So we're going to start off with tonight's European session. So finally we've seen a bit of buying, and it's been a long time coming. Even on Friday we saw that strong decline to end the week. So far today we had a horrible gap to start the session this week. This is the German 30 CFD, which tracks the DAX, but we've seen a beautiful fill so far of that. We have seen a move higher that's been pulling back, which is a tad of a worry, but hopefully the confidence we're seeing so far in European markets and we saw today in Asian markets will carry through into the US with a bit of luck, and we could see European markets finish maybe on highs for the first time in a fair while. So the last time we had a higher close for the German 30 was back on the 19th of the 2nd, which was a fair way back now. So we can really just see, in that selling that we saw last week primarily, it was just something we haven't seen for a long time with stock indices, and it was quite shocking and exciting at the same time, to really be honest with you. Like I said, I can't remember selling like that since really 2008 in the GFC. So the German 30 and the CAC remain above 1%, and the FTSE is leading the way, trading above 2%. And some of the buying is really just been a bit of a turnaround. So it has been helped by central bank comments, but at the end of the day, markets can't go down or up forever, and there is always going to be a point where things reverse and we see a counter rally. So that's what we're seeing at the moment, and how far it has to go up, we'll have to wait and watch. And how the market reacts after that counter rally is extremely important to if we're going to see a continuation of this kind of selling, or if we will see buyers possibly set up a new higher low or a consolidation to sort of set up a short-term change of trend. So these are some of the things we're going to start keeping an eye on for the time being. But first things first, we just have to see if we're able to close out a higher days today in today's session. And just going over to UK 100, which is the safety market for the FTSE, we can see how strong that recovery is at the moment. Now there is some data coming out in the UK at 8:30. That's a couple of minutes away. It's medium impact, so it may have, if it does have any impact, maybe more towards the pound. We will move on to currencies in a moment, and we'll just start with gold. So gold's posting a fight back after Friday's there's not much you can really explain it. It's just tanking. So it was a very big surprise to see what happened to gold on Friday. It had been tracking up so well with stocks moving lower so heavily, but something changed and there was a big move away from gold. And it wasn't just gold, it was also the USD, because we saw risk currencies did, so the euro in particular did very well to end the week, and today so far we're seeing further gains on the euro. So this current rally is showing no signs of stopping at the moment. So the big thing again, what we want to see is after this very long downtrend here, we want to see how buyers react after the first pullback. So we're looking for a pullback and how they react to that, and then if we have a rally out, and that will really start to confirm a new medium-term trend. Now the pound side is struggling. It's just edged into the red, and it's given back a rally that we saw today of 0.64%. I'll have to keep an eye on the pound at the moment with a little bit of data coming up, and then the US ISM manufacturing PMI later, which may have an impact on the US dollar, which may have a inverse effect on the pound. Now the dollar at this point in the night, let's have a look at the dollar CAD, is sharply lower, and that's primarily due to much stronger oil prices and a general move back to risk markets so far in tonight's European session. So we will, this all started on Friday though, when we saw a big pullback against the USD to the CAD, and we did see that follow-up rally which started a lot stronger today, but it hasn't been able to hold, and we've seen a bit of a mini collapse with nearly 1% lower on that pair. Now we'll just go over to oil. Now oil is having a much better session so far today, but again, it's just like with stocks, we're just seeing a bit of a pullback at the moment, and we'll have to see if buyers sorry about that, if buyers are staging a one-day return, or if there's going to be something a little bit more. But for now, oil is trading close to 4% higher. Now, the main, as noted before, the main news coming out tonight is the ISM, manufacturing PMI in the US. And so from now until then, we just want to see if buyers are going to be able to maintain this, or if we're going to see a move back from sellers to sort of jump out, buyers jumping out of positions that were stuck in previously. So just keep an eye on if we're going to see any serious fades, but we will see if the US session that comes online a bit later in the evening will continue the buying, and maybe even see European markets finish on highs. So a few things going on at the moment in terms of supply and demand right now. We hope you have a fantastic trading session for the rest of the evening, and till tomorrow, good trading and bye for now.